Hey everyone, thanks for clicking through. We have a short testimonial for you regarding Simon Zucchi's Mastermind program. Literally was one of the best property education courses and education courses in general that we've paid any money for. It's 12 months long. You're very bought into the group of people around you, sort of 70-80 people on each program. And not only are you equipped with all the tools that you're going to need to invest with skill and invest, in a more professional way, but you're also given the opportunity to help and work with the other people in your mastermind group to really be accountable to one another, and everybody pushes everybody else forward. It did so much for us. We're now responsible for about £4.5 million worth of property. Before we came to the programme, literally had about £150 cash flow for the property that Barry and I both owned. We're in a very fortunate position because we just don't have to go to work anymore, which is exactly what we wanted to achieve. The £50,000 guaranteed income, providing you do everything Simon says, is true. And we were more interested in the cash flow to facilitate our lifestyle. Since the programme as well, you've had the opportunity to do the same thing over and over. So once you reach the target of £1 million portfolio in the 50 grand a year income, you can do it again and again and again. The programme is fantastic just to give you that group and that network of people, and you have the opportunity to meet other masterminders on different programmes and programmes before you. So it's just a great family of people to be chucking deals to one another and investing together, and I can't endorse it enough. What worked for us really well was the rent to multi-rent strategy, or a guaranteed rent as is referred to now. That worked really well for us. We tend to build that really quickly because that was one thing that we were focused on. There's so much information out there, but you really need to just to knuckle down and channel into really find something that works for you. Yeah, so I mean that worked for us because we can talk to estate agents and letting agents quite well, and attracted property through newspaper ads, letting agencies, Gumtree, Viva Street, the usual deal finder mechanisms. But letting agents are great because they're not quite as formal as the estate agents. The estate agents want to see deposit and mortgage, and they're not even willing to usually see outside of that. So, be open-minded yourself, look in different places. Attracting tenants, 3 brilliant websites: spareroom.co.uk, Easy Roommate and Gumtree are pretty much the only 3 that you need. Obviously, you can advertise through word of mouth once you have like a big enough tenant group. But if you need any more information, please give us a shout on this email address below here. Feel free to ping us an email and ask us any questions. But honestly, I can't endorse Mastermind program enough. Barry's going to talk to you a little bit now about property options and how we learn basically what we know from the Mastermind program as well.
So like Ben said, I'm going to talk through some of the things we've done. So we've done mainly options. We've done a few BMV deals, but we found that people down south seem to be more willing to give away the equity growth going forward than the equity they've already gained. So we've done over £800,000 worth of options. The biggest one is a 7-bed guest house, about 2 miles out of the centre of Bristol. No, about a mile out of the centre of Bristol. Rent out to students now. The rent on that is about £27,000 a year, and we're making £10,000 a year off of that in cash flow. Why did the person want to give up this big valuable property on option? Well, firstly, their mortgage was expensive and was crippling them. Secondly, they couldn't find a buyer because the property was worth about £330,000. If a buyer needs to put down a deposit on that to buy in the traditional way, they'd need to put down over £110,000 as a deposit before they've even done any work to the property, before they paid stamp duties, legal fees and things like that. So the seller was looking for someone to buy it, someone with maybe about £140,000 in the bank to put down just on one property. A lot of people worry about the options and contracts and things like that. We didn't find it tricky at all. It's very simple. All you need to do is get an agreement that works for you, works for the seller, and then you need to make sure the bank are happy with it, and then just use the solicitors to do everything else. You don't need to worry about the finer details. You just fill out heads of terms and then just get the solicitors to do all the work for you. Thanks a lot.
Okay guys, so I hope that was of some use. You can register at the pre-members area. If you follow this link below, you can register there for free, and you can find out a lot more about the Mastermind program and what it can do for you. Being as 2011 might be the last time to really take advantage of this this market decline. So get on there, get networking, and get involved. Okay, thank you.